Okay, I'm ready on Oliver. And this is case number 224448101, the people of the state of Michigan versus Joanna. Middle initial is M, last name Oliver. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery, 1 count of malicious destruction of property. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, P number 83505, and I have the complaint witness in the waiting room. I recommend her.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Maurice Davis, P76203, appearing with Ms. Joanna Oliver, who's present, appearing via Zoom. Ms. Oliver, will you please state your name? Unmute first. Unmute.
Joanna Oliver.
Mr. Lawrence, please start your video, sir. Okay.
And Your Honor, the complaint witness is present on Zoom this morning. Mr. Lawrence, unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please.
Christopher Lawrence.
Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. How are we proceeding? Mr. Davis?
Ms. Ritter, I reviewed the discovery you sent over, and it mentions that a video. Does your office have a video of this?
Mr. Davis, why are you talking to Ms. Ritter? I said, how are you proceeding?
Well, Judge, I'm requesting the rest of the discovery. I haven't received it.
So the court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Oliver. And then Ms. Ritter, did you have any video discovery?
So, Judge, it's the first pretrial conference. It looks like the system sent out the paper discovery. I'll inquire about any digital discovery that the people may have, and if we do, we'll send that over to the state.
Okay, the court will set the matter for a final pretrial conference. April. Let's see. Mr. Flanagan, how many do I have on April the 24th?
1.
Oh, I should keep it like that and just press on. All right.
You can squeeze us in, Judge.
But I think I could fit you in because I got a lot on the docket that day. I have 1 whole case that day. All right. Okay, the court is going to set the matter for a final pretrial conference on a Wednesday, April the 24th. That's a good day for you, Mr. Davis.
It is.
All right. Wednesday, April 24th. And that will be at 9 o'clock. So discovery should be submitted to the defense. Well, I understand the system already sent paper discovery. And so any digital discovery or any additional discovery should be submitted to the defense by, let's say, April the 5th. And then bond will continue with no contact between Ms. Oliver and Mr. Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence, with respect to the April the 24th court date, sir, you are not required to appear. You may appear if you want to, but you're not required to appear. If you don't appear, then you should contact the prosecutor's office and find out when the next court date is and whether your appearance is required. Okay?
I'll be there, Your Honor.
All right. Anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
All right, then we're all set until April the 24th at 9 o'clock a.m. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Ripley, are you there?
Yes, I am, Judge.
Okay, which case are you here for?
I'm here on Carlson Jackson.
Okay. And I'm ready on Carlson Jackson.
Hello.
Is he? Okay.
All right. Mr. Ashford, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room, sir. Please to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. Make sure your vehicle is not moving. Make sure your vehicle is not moving. You cannot drive and attend Zoom court at the same time. All right, this is case number 234457301. The people of the state of Michigan versus Carlson Allen Jackson. The defendant is charged with child abuse 4th degree and assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
Morning, Your Honor. Attorney Brent Jaffe on behalf of Walter Gray.
Wait a minute, what? Oh, I was saying, Ms. Ripley, I'm saying, where is Mr. Jaffe's voice coming from and why is he putting his appearance on the record?
I'm sorry. I have another going. I did turn it down. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
I'll move it further away.
Thank you. Ms. Taylor Coleman.
Good morning, Your Honor. n0lZHu Taylor Coleman, P56278 on behalf of Mr. Jackson, who is standing next to me. Please state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor, Carlson Allen Jackson.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Before you tell me how you're proceeding, give me one moment. Good morning, Mr. Cripps.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Cripps, your client is not here. Well, an unidentified iPhone just popped into the waiting room. So give me one moment now. I'll see if that's your client. Otherwise, your client isn't here. Give me one moment.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Back to Mr. Jackson. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding, Ms. Taylor Coleman?
At this time, the people have made an offer to dismiss count 1, plead to count 2, with a recommendation to the court of 9 months probation. We are wishing to avail ourselves of that offer at this time. And we are asking for no contest.
All right, and I apologize. You said plead to count 2. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, give me 1 second again. Please excuse the interruption. Can the individual on the iPhone that I just led into the courtroom, can you unmute and state your name?
My name is Alonzo Thomas, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Thomas. One moment. Okay, Mr. Cripps, your client isn't here. So do you want us to call you when your client gets here? You're muted.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay, I'll have Mr. Flanagan call you when your client comes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Thomas, I'm going to send you to a breakout room. I think, yes. Oh, no. Yes, I am going to send you to a breakout room. Please accept to join the breakout room and someone will be in to speak with you. Okay. Mr. Jackson, your lawyer has indicated that you want to waive your right to a trial and have and enter a plea today. Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. I'm going to share my screen momentarily. Whoops. And when I do, on the screen, it's going to appear and advice of rights, constitutional rights form. My question to you, Mr. Jackson, is have you had an opportunity to review for yourself or to go over with your lawyer your constitutional rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Jackson, when you did that, did you understand your constitutional rights?
I did.
And sir, do you understand that this is a misdemeanor and therefore you have a right to a trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you understand that if I accept this plea from you today, you are giving up your right to a trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, has anyone threatened you in any way or promised you anything that was not placed on the record today to get you to enter into this voluntary plea?
No, ma'am.
And drawing your attention to number 8 on the advice of rights form, are you currently on probation or parole, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, finally drawing your attention to number 11, sir. Do you understand that by entering into this voluntary plea, you may be giving up your right to an automatic appeal to the circuit court, and if you were to change your mind about the plea, you would either have to request permission of this court to set aside that plea or request permission of the circuit court to appeal the conviction?
Yes.
With that
Yes.
thank you. With that understanding, do you still want to give up your rights to a trial and enter into this voluntary plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, will you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You may put your hand down. Who's going to voir dire Mr. Jackson with respect to the factual basis?
Your Honor, this is a no contest.
Oh, I do apologize.
Yes, Judge, I can read from the investigator's report.
Thank you. You all said no contest earlier.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't hear you. I must have been multitasking and not doing a good job at it. I must have not been doing a good job at it. Okay. So then for the no contest plea, Ms. Ripley, if you could read the factual basis.
Yes, Judge. On or about October 20th of 2022 at 18501 Waltham, that's Waltham, Detroit, Michigan, 48205, also known as Turning Point Academy. The defendant, Carlson Jackson, was a teacher at Turning Point Academy who had authority over the complainant, whose name is Eddie, Eddie Bolin, Bolin, a 14-year-old who was a minor. At that date and at that location, the defendant walked over and grabbed the complainant with both hands around the neck, squeezing, causing the complainant to gasp for air.
And Ms. Taylor Coleman, on behalf of your client, is there a stipulation as to that factual basis?
There is, Your Honor.
Court then receives the stipulation and in doing so also will accept a no contest plea to one count of assault or assault and battery. And in exchange for that plea and pursuant to the people's offer, the court will dismiss count 1, child abuse. The court is going to set the matter for sentencing. And my question with respect to the sentencing, I am going to set it for sentencing regardless of the answer to this question, but are the people requesting a pre-sentence investigation?
Judge,
I'm sorry, Ms. Ripley.
if the court is not going to require one, I don't think the people will demand one.
Okay, and then Ms. Taylor Coleman, are you requesting a pre-sentence investigation?
No, Your Honor, we're asking for immediate sentencing.
I can't grant immediate sentencing because the victim has a right to make a victim impact statement, so I can't do that. But what I will do is set the matter for sentencing. I can set sentencing for, let's see, today is the 21st. 1, 2. I could set the sentencing for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. Since the child is, how old is the child now? Is the child still 14 or 15?
I believe he may be 15 now.
So they're in school. There's a break coming up though. There's a I think there's some type of break coming up. Are the schools out?
Spring break, Your Honor.
Yes, yes. Well,
Right.
it could be winter break and spring break. They get 2 breaks right there together, which it always broke my mind. Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Spring break is,
The week of Easter is a spring break, Your Honor. We are currently in the winter break this week.
So when you say the week of Easter, do you mean the week before Easter or the week after Easter?
The week after,
Okay, so the week of April 1st is spring break?
yes.
Okay, then let's do the sentencing that week. And then that makes it easier if the victim wants to do a victim impact statement. So we can do any day that week. What day works best for the people?
I would say either Wednesday or Thursday.
So that will be the 3rd or the 4th. Which day works best for you, Ms. Taylor Coleman?
I believe either one of those. Can we do the second?
You
I could do
said,
this.
oh,
I
you can,
in circuit court on Wednesday, that will 2 weeks.
Miss Ripley, you said you can do the 2nd?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, let's put it on the 2nd. I'll have a jury trial that day, but of course I can work around that. So let's put it on the court's docket for 8:59, Mr. Flanagan, so I'll know that I did not order a pre-sentence report, but the victim does have a right to make a victim impact statement. So we'll be there, and then I'll be in person. So if you want to come in person, I'm in person right now actually, but I'm just upstairs. If you want to come in person, you can come in person, or we could do it on Zoom, either way.
Okay.
All right, so I'm sorry, no. Is there anything further from the people or for defense on behalf with respect to Mr. Jackson?
Not on behalf.
All right, then we're all set. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I'm ready on Clay. And I'm trying to bring in Gantz again, Ms. Stevenson, but I don't know.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready on Clay. This is case number 234536201, the people of the state of Michigan versus Crystal Denise Clay. The defendant is charged with 1 count of malicious destruction of property. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, and Judge, I have a complaint witness in person who's being brought in right now.
Well, I said I was ready on Clay 3 times. Why y'all didn't bring in a witness one of those 3 times? Okay. Ms. Stevenson, go ahead and put your appearance on the record, because I don't know why the witness wasn't brought in when I said I was ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the record, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Crystal Clay. Ms. Clay, ma'am, please say your full name.
Crystal Denise Clay.
Is the witness in the courtroom yet?
The witness is in the courtroom.
Okay. The witness has on a hat, the witness has on a coat. Let's get ready. Let's be ready for court. Who's my officer today?
Officer Bennett, Your Honor.
Okay, Officer Bennett, there's a dress code policy, should be in the courtroom. Can the witness remove their hat? Can the witness remove their hat?
Yes, sir. Judge, I have the complaining witness present in the courtroom. Ms. Brown, can you state your name for the record, please?
Joyce Brown.
All right, today is the date set for pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. On behalf of Ms. Clay, we continue the plea of not guilty. Ask that this matter be set for final pretrial conference. We would request discovery.
The court is going to continue a not guilty plea. On behalf of Ms. Clay, and set the matter for final pretrial conference, April the 24th at 9:00 a.m. Discovery should be submitted to the defense by April the 5th. Bond will continue with no contact between the parties. No contact of any kind. Ms. Ritter, please tell me the complaining witness's name again.
Ms. Joyce Brown.
Ms. Brown, you have appeared today and therefore you are not required to appear on April the 24th. However, as the complaining witness, you may appear at all court appearances. If you do not appear, you should contact the prosecutor's office and find out when the next court date is and whether your appearance is required. Anything further with respect to this matter on behalf of the people?
On behalf of the people, Judge, thank you.
And on behalf of the defense?
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Clay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Then we're all set until April the 24th. Ladies, have a great day. Stay safe.
You too.
Thank you. Ms. Stevenson, you might want to put into the chat to Ms. Gantz that she need to make her way downtown. She need to make her way downtown. I'm ready on green. Ms. Gantz, you might need to make your way downtown. It's been this, we've tried to bring you into the courtroom at least 4 times. And then I put you in the breakout room earlier and then your device didn't work. You may need to come downtown. Listen, there's no, it's not even a conversation. You may need to come downtown. So I'm going to put you in the breakout room. If you have any difficulties with your technology, then you need to come downtown. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. He needs to come downtown, Ms. Stevenson.
Ms. Chosen?
Sir, please please wait your turn.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Ms. Stevenson, she needs to come downtown. Did you get her phone number before she got disconnected?
Yes, Your Honor, I have it.
Call her and let her know she needs to come downtown.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, I'm ready on green. This is case number 035923801, the people of the state of Michigan versus Chosen, and then middle name is BARACHA, last name Green. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevens, I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. Chosen Green. Mr. Green, sir, please say your full name.
Chosen Green,
Your
Chosen
full-
Baracus, Zaytwan, Lamar Green.
Thank you. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Ms. Stevenson.
Thank you, Your Honor. On behalf of Mr. Green, we move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Your Honor, it's at least the second scheduling of the pretrial conference. The court requires the complaining witness, Ms. Gloria Hall, to be present. I don't see Ms. Hall in the waiting room, and the people don't have an explanation as to why Ms. Hall is not here. At this time, Your Honor, the people will not be able to proceed based on the complaining witness's failure to appear.
Today is the day set for pretrial conference. The complaining witness was required to appear. They have failed to appear, and the people have no explanation for the failure. They are unable to proceed at this time. Mr. Green, the court is going to grant defense counsel's motion. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. We will mail you a copy of the order of dismissal for your record, sir. Have a great day and stay safe.
Okay, you too, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You ready? I'm ready. You're welcome. I'm ready on Isaac. All right, this is case number 184570201. The people of the state of Michigan versus Tiffany Isaac. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery, 1 count of disorderly disturbance. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
May it please the court, Abdullah Mugni here on behalf of Tiffany Isaac, who appears today via Zoom. Tiffany, could you please unmute your microphone and say your full name for the record?
My name is Tiffany Isaac.
Today is the day set for a pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Today, we're going to move for a dismissal based on the complaining witness's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Your Honor, with respect to count 1, I don't see the complaining witness, Ms. Tamika Barber, in the waiting room. It is the second scheduling of the pretrial conference, and the court did require Ms. Barber to be present. The people don't have an explanation as to why Ms. Barber is not present, so at this time, Your Honor, the people will not be able to proceed as respect to count 1.
With respect to count 1, today is the day set for pretrial conference. The complaining witness was required to appear. They have failed to appear, and the people have no explanation for the failure. They're unable to proceed. As to count 2, how do you wish to proceed, Mr. Mooney?
Your Honor, we're going to ask that this be set for a final pretrial and request all discovery on the matter.
Ms. Ritter, did discovery get sent already on count 2 or no?
No, Your Honor, it was not ordered.
Court is going to set the remaining count for a final pretrial conference. The 24th, 2024.
Excuse me.
Ma'am, no, don't interrupt me. I see your hand. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, the court is going to set count 2 for a final pretrial conference, April 24th. Discovery should be submitted to the defense by April the 5th. Ma'am, you need to stop. You need to stop. And it appears that you need to come to court in person. Because we're not going to, you're going to get unconfused, but what you're not going to do is be disruptive to my court proceeding. I see your hand. I will acknowledge you at the appropriate time, but you will not interrupt me. You will not lay back and fall out in court. It's inappropriate.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Moogny, I'm going to send your client back to the breakout room. She clearly has questions about why the other count wasn't dismissed, but we're going to always maintain proper Zoom court decorum, or we're going to come in person.
Sure, no problem.
Want me to go with her, Mr. Mooney?
You can continue I can talk to her, no problem.
I'm ready on Hall.
Judge, may I ask a question about Ms. Gantz?
You may.
Could she come at 3 o'clock today? She doesn't have
No,
transportation because she's not driving.
no, she can't come at 3 o'clock, Ms. Stevenson. I'll be right in the middle. I believe I will be in the middle of a jury trial.
She's just having some trouble getting down here, Judge.
She's having a lot of trouble, but the thing of it is her sentencing was scheduled at least 4 weeks ago. Every issue that she's having today, she should have addressed between her last court date and today. So she needs to get down here as soon as possible, and she should not plan to get down here at 3 o'clock.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm ready on Hall. This is case number 224536001, the people versus n0lZHu47v8k. The other hyphen part is maybe cut off, but it's IRUB and then Hall. Defendant is charged with 1 count of malicious destruction of property. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Deja Hall. Ms. Hall, ma'am, please say your full name.
Deja n0lZHu47v8k Ruby Hall.
Thank you. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. On behalf of Ms. Hall, we would move for dismissal for the complainant's failure to appear.
Ms. Ritter.
Your Honor, I don't see the complaint witness, Ms. Taylor Mays, in the waiting room. However, it's scheduled as the first time pretrial conference. Respectfully asking the court to adjourn the pretrial conference to give Ms. Mays one more opportunity to appear.
Today is the day set for the pretrial conference. It is the first scheduling of the pretrial conference. Court is going to deny defense counsel's motion to dismiss. I will grant the people's request for a one-time adjournment, giving them an opportunity to locate and notify the complaining witness of the obligation that they appear before the court. I am going to set a pretrial conference for March 14th at let's do it at 8:36. The complaining witness is required to appear. Failure of the complaining witness to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation as to why the complaining witness could not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Hall. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, then, Ms. Hall, you're all set, ma'am, until March the 14th at 8:36. Have a great day and stay safe.
You too, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm ready on Ashford. This is case number 224485401, the people of the state of Michigan versus Dana Ashford. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Dana Ashford. Mr. Ashford, sir, please say your full name.
Dana Dashian Ashford.
Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Ms. Stevenson, how are we proceeding?
On behalf of Mr. Ashford, Your Honor, we would continue the plea of not guilty. We would ask that the matter be set for jury trial with a final pretrial conference, please, Your Honor, which I know the court always does.
The court is going to continue the not guilty plea, set the matter for a jury trial. July 29th. At 10:30 a.m. Mr. Flanagan, can you tell me what is the final pretrial conference for Lillian Smoot? That
June 17th, Your Honor.
and who is the lawyer?
MFB.
Yeah.
Thank you. Court is going to set this jury trial for July 29th with a final pretrial conference. Ms. Stevenson, do you want that same June 17th date or a different date?
June 17th, please, Your Honor.
All right, with the final pretrial conference, June 17th at 9:10. Anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
With regard to the complaining witness, Your Honor, and I do as I'm making this request, I do realize that Mr. Ashford, I think previously fell off jury trial track. I'm not certain as to the date of the complainant's last actual appearance. Could the people be required to at least verify the complainant's desire to proceed at that June 17th final pretrial, Your Honor?
When is the last time the complainant appeared?
Judge, I don't have in my notes when the complaint witness appeared. So that just indicates to me that it's been a while, since we got the new electronic system and I've made notes in the system.
All right, then the people will verify the availability of their witness to proceed to trial.
Understood, Your Honor, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, then we're all set until June 17th at 9:10. Have a great day and stay safe.
You too.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge, did you want Tiffany back on the record? Or is she good? Isaac?
No, she probably need to be good because if she go back on the record, she's good, Mr. Moody.
I'll let her know. Thanks, Judge.
I'm sure you were able to explain very well
I
to
was. Yeah.
her, that I know how to do my job. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Moogny.
Of course, Judge. Just give me a second.
I wish I could let Mr. Moogny call me Lynise because that would just be so much fun. It would be like, hey, Lynise. And I would answer. I would be like, yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm ready on Robinson.
Robinson here.
in person. Are you ready on Robinson? I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, okay. Mr. Robinson, go in the hall and talk to Ms. Stevenson. All right. I'm gonna try again to find out who this person is in the waiting room. Oh, Mr. Murray, Mr. Murray don't be turning on his camera, but you can't turn on your camera now, Mr. Murray. Let me try to see who this person is.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. I didn't know, I should remember that you do show up for your reviews, but Mr. Murray, if you could put your email address in the chat, Mr. Flanagan can send you the update that I have on your client, and then you could decide if you need to speak with him, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
All right. And Mr. Flanagan, I'm gonna forward it to you so you can send it.
Okay.
can I step away, Judge?
You may. And then, Mr. Murray, your client is in a breakout room. Did you just want to go in there and talk to him anyway? Or you want?
I had a chance to speak with him already, so if I can review what Attorney Flanagan sends, then I can go from there.
Okay, Mr. Flanagan, did you hear him call you Attorney Flanagan?
I did, yes.
He just spoke it in existence. He didn't even know you was planning on going to law school. He didn't know.
Wishful thinking.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. And then I hope by that time I'm leaving the bench, because then I don't know if I could get, another great clerk back to back to back. That would be a lot of favor. Because I've been blessed. Let me know when you get it, Mr. Murray. Oh, Mr. Flanagan, hold on. He sent this direct to me. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
I think I just got him. We'll review it now.
Oh, because he already had your email address?
Yeah, I had.
So, see why? Oh, I mean,
He's the best. I see. And I
I
see
want
why.
him to go to law school and do and be great, but I sure am gonna struggle. Okay, did you want to talk to your client?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll put you in breakout room number 10.
Thank you.
I feel the same way, Mr. Flanagan. I want you to, but then I don't want you to. You have to clone yourself.
I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am, right.
Mr. Murphy, you ready? Mr. Murray, I called you Mr. Murphy. Mr. Murray, you ready?
I'll be quiet.
What? Who's that? Okay. Y'all be doing some stuff on here. Mr. Murray, are you ready? Okay, well, I don't know where Mr. Murray went.
Good afternoon. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. You ready?
Yep, I had a chance to review the email.
Okay, turn on your video for me. All right. All right, I'm ready on case number 205547301, the People versus Alonzo William Thomas. The defendant is charged with 1 count of attempt police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. Today is the date set for review. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Murray, PA 5490, appearing on behalf of Mr. Thomas, who is present via Zoom. Please state your name for the record, sir.
My name is Alonzo William Thomas, Your Honor.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't even finish reading the, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Mr. Flanagan, I do apologize. I went over there to look for my notes and got sidetracked. Mr. Flanagan, can you, this review, do you have the original order, Mr. Flanagan?
Let me see, Your Honor. No, just a sleeve with ROAs.
So I mean, I am a bit confused by the review, and I apologize, Mr. Murray. So, Mr. Flanagan, when did I put him on probation? It just says 12-month probation term. It doesn't tell me when it was supposed to start, when it was supposed to end, and what any of the other conditions were.
Put on probation for 12 months, February 25th, 2022.
All right, so this is the 1-year point. And I know I gave him more things to do than simply pay this money. But Mr. Murray, your client at least at the minimum has a large balance. Mr. Murray?
Sorry, I was muted. I've had a chance to discuss that balance with Mr. Thomas, and at this time, he's prepared to pay the balance in full with 90 days work, Mr. Thomas?
90 days is perfect.
And when you say he's prepared to pay the balance in 90 days, are you including the $1,403 that he has in outstanding tickets?
Correct. So that'll be, I believe, $2,400 in total for probation oversight fees and his outstanding tickets.
I hope that that's all he has to do, because it's gonna be a disadvantage or a little bit unfair if this report has left out some other things. But I don't have my notes right in front of me. And again, I apologize, Mr. Murray, but I am going to get my notes from the last time. When you working in 2 locations, sometimes stuff don't get brought where it's supposed to be. But if there's anything in my notes reflected, I will let you know by the close of business today. If it's something other than this money that needs to be done, but I'll let you know today. So let's you said 90 days. So this is February, March, April, May. That puts us in May. And I'm pretty much unavailable the last 2 weeks in May. So let's go with let's do Tuesday, June 4th. Is that a good day for a review?
That works, Your Honor.
All right. And let's put that at 10 o'clock. I would put it at 9:45, which would mean he only has to pay, but because I'm not 100% sure, I'm gonna go ahead and put it at at 10 o'clock. And then what I'll do is I'll have Mr. Flanagan email you, excuse me, today and let you know if yes, all your client has to do is pay. And then if so, I'm gonna just move the review time to 9:45. And then what that means is if your client makes the payment, I shouldn't talk about you in the third person because you're sitting right here. What that means, Mr. Thomas, if you make the payment a week before June 4th, so let's say if you make that payment by May 28th, then you don't even have to appear. So if I switch the time to 9:45, then that review is going to only be to check and see if you paid. And then if you did pay, we'll close the case out without you having to come. But if you don't pay at least a week in advance, then you still have to come because it won't populate the system. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anything? You said yes, and I said you're welcome. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. My coffee must not be strong enough today. Mr. Murray, anything else?
I was just about to say something.
Look, my coffee must not be strong enough today. Or maybe it's time for me to switch to tea. All right. We're all set. You all have a great day and stay safe.
All right, you too, Your Honor. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. You as well. Not be on the lookout for any emails.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I don't see anyone in the courtroom.
Mr. Robinson's coming back right now, Your Honor.
Oh, you saying Corey Neal. Well, did you ask him why he keep on not responding when we bring him in here?
No, and I can call him back.
Okay, tell him this is the last time I'm going to try to bring his device in. If he doesn't connect, then he needs to make his way downtown. I've brought the device in at least 5 times. Okay, I'm ready on Robinson.
Stand up right there, sir. Stand up right there. Okay. Yeah, over there, right there where you were sitting, just stand up right there. Good.
This is case number 204553201, the People versus Corey Devon Robinson. Defendant is charged with 1 count of reckless driving, 1 count of operating while intoxicated. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Corey Robinson. Mr. Robinson, sir, please say your full name.
Corey Robinson.
Thank you, sir. Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. Mr. Robinson has a matter on the court's docket for a trial. What day is Mr. Robinson's trial?
April 22nd.
Thank you. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Robinson continues his plea of not guilty. He continues his jury demand. We would ask
Let
the
me say
court.
this to you. That's funny, because hold on. You said it's April 22nd?
Yes. Mhm.
I don't have Mr. Robinson on April 22nd. Hold on. I put Mr. Robinson on April 22nd?
Yes.
I
On
don't-
October.
On when did I put him on there?
October 25th.
I don't have him on there. I don't have him on my docket. I mean, I don't have him in my book. I don't have him in either book. So let's hold on. So on April 22nd, Mr. Flanagan, I have Abu Tom, Lofton, and Foster, which I just added Foster. So I would not have added Foster if I had Mr. Robinson on. Okay. And I used to have Van Riplet, but I've never had this. So, okay, I guess we need to go through and make sure our information is lining up, because this isn't lining up. All right, Ms. Stevenson, you said he wants to continue his not guilty plea, continue to the trial that I didn't have on my book for April the 22nd.
Yes, Your Honor, and we would be asking, which I guess this is good. We would be asking for a final trial before the trial date, Your Honor. As we investigate whether or not to submit a request for variance.
Mr. Flanagan, when is Mr. Lofton's final pretrial conference?
March 13th.
When is Ms. Foster's final pretrial conference?
March 15th.
Who is the lawyer on Foster?
MFD.
Court is going to set final pretrial conference for Mr. Robinson on March the how many do I have on the 20th cases?
'24.
March 20th at 9:10. All right, anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing for the record on behalf of Mr. Robinson. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Robinson, you're all set. Sir, have a great day. Stay safe. Person identified as Stephen Morithro, please unmute and state your name. Mr. Flanagan, I thought you talked to him.
I did. I just called him back and I told him to make sure his video and his audio were working, and he said, okay, he'll make sure.
Please unmute and state your name.
And it won't unmute.
It is unmuted. It's unmuted now. State your name, please. Say your name, please.
Carrie Neal. She can't hear me.
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you. What I want you
okay.
to do is pay attention to me. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Mr. Neal, in the future, you might have to come in person. I'm going to send you to a breakout room. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for someone to come in to speak with you. Is the defendant on the jury trial here yet?
No.
All right. Who's talking to Mr. Neal? Both attorneys are in the main room. Hello?
Sorry, I stepped away for a second, Judge. Were you saying something to me?
Yeah, I'm asking you and Ms. Stevenson. You are both in the main room, so who's talking to Mr. Neal in breakout room number 3?
I can talk to that person. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Perfect.
Mr. Cripps, good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Your client never came.
He told me he was signing in right now. I got a hold of phone, tracked him down.
Oh, Clayton, what? He's not here yet then. So we can wait some minutes. I'm gonna be starting a jury trial in about 15, 20 minutes, I think, if everybody is here. But we can wait for him. I'll put you back in the waiting room. He hasn't signed in yet though. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna call him right now. He promised me he would.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.